Everyone's talking about the superstars, but it's the underdogs who shake up the bracket. This video lists the top 10 underrated players coming into Champions Paris. These players aren't getting the spotlight, but they've got the skill, grit, and clutch factor to flip the script in Paris. From coin flips to Odin abusers, emotional leaders to raw aim demons, this list dives into the names flying under the radar and why they might just steal the show when it matters most.
For Cortesia says no. This ends here.
Starting our list is Cortesia. mibr didn't impress at Masters Toronto, struggling to make an impact and exiting early. But thanks to Champions points, they secured a spot at Champions Paris. And that means Cortesia gets another shot on the big stage. He's not the IGL, but he's the emotional anchor, always keeping the team's mental in check and bringing good vibes when it counts. And when the pressure's on, Cortesia delivers. His clutch potential has bailed mibr out of tight spots more than once, and he's the kind of player who thrives when the stakes are high. Paris is a second chance, and Cortesia is the kind of guy who makes second chances count.
His pit, this is his house. How long can he keep?
Yo.
Oh, are you kidding me? Devastating impact from YZ.
YZ and Bilibili Gaming made their international presence felt in a big way when they upset NRG at Champions 2023. A statement win that put China firmly on the map. But after that explosive debut, BLG laid low. Their run at Masters Toronto didn't live up to the hype, and questions started swirling if the upset was more due to NRG's poor form. Now, after a strong showing in Stage 2, BLG looks locked in again, and YZ is looking better than ever. His mechanics are crisp, his reads are sharp, and when he's activated, BLG becomes a different beast. They've already proven they can punch above their weight. At Champions Paris, YZ's ready to remind everyone why that NRG win wasn't a fluke. It was a warning.
With the sheriff of Westside as well! What is that?
Westside isn't just filling a role, he's owning it. With a 77% pick rate on Cypher across 23 games, he's clearly Giant X's go-to for Sentinel duty. Whether it's locking down flanks, anchoring sites, or feeding the team crucial info, Westside plays with purpose and precision. He's not flashy, but he's effective. His reads are sharp, his setups are clean, and he rarely gives away free space. In a meta that often favors aggression, Westside's methodical style brings balance to Giant X's playbook. Champions Paris will be his biggest stage yet, and if Giant X makes a run, it'll be built on the backbone of Westside's quiet control.
In a world of trouble, so
Doable
many bodies
for
to drop.
Westside.
He's found one, a second.
Holy, that's a big 1v4.
Scales forward, looking for a little bit more, and Hyunmin massacres them all.
Hyunmin might be the newest addition to DRX, but he's already turning heads with his bold, high-impact plays. Whether it's cracking open sights with rays or taking aggressive duels, he brings a level of flair that adds a fresh edge to DRX's usually methodical style. He's underrated, underdiscussed, and exactly the kind of player who could help DRX finally rewrite their story. If they're going to break the 5th, 6th place curse that's haunted them at international events, it starts with Hyunmin staying ice-cold when it matters most. Paris could be his breakout stage and DRX's chance to finally go deeper.
Nah, he is too nice, man. 19 and 6?
We've seen lately so many...
Oh, the toes, the knife to the throat. Oh, it's gorgeous from Aura.
Ara's earned a reputation as one of the most unpredictable players in the tournament. On a good day, he's dropping 40 and dismantling entire teams. On a bad one, he'll likely pie. It's chaos, it's volatility, and it's exactly what makes him so dangerous. Playing for Giant X, Ara brings raw firepower and fearless decision-making to a team that thrives on momentum. He's not consistent, but he doesn't need to be. If Ara flips heads in Paris, Giant X could go from underdog to upset machine in a heartbeat. Let's go gambling.
Navi.
Looking ready and available.
Whoa. Oh my, if he didn't get that kill, oh my god.
Brings it now into the 1v2 as Xpharaoh finds the first, finds the second.
Number 5 goes to Xpharaoh. Xpharaoh doesn't make a lot of noise, but his impact is felt in every round. He's the kind of player who keeps RRQ grounded with his smart positioning, clean trades, and reliable utility. While others take the spotlight, Xfero's consistency gives RRQ the structure they need to compete at the highest level. He's not flashy, but he's solid. And heading into Champions Paris, that might be exactly what RRQ needs.
But outside of the smokes, Jin Boys, he lights things up! And this is coming out of nowhere!
Damn, this guy
1v1
played so well on this map. My goodness, he played so well.
Push forward, ahead of it. Jemkin gets an ace to take us to map 3!
At number 4, we have Jemkin. RRQ's international debut at Masters Toronto didn't go as planned. They looked shaky, disconnected, and were eliminated early by Fnatic. It was a tough showing, and while Jemkin had moments of brilliance, the team couldn't find their footing on the global stage. But instead of folding, RRQ bounced back hard in Pacific Stage 2. Although they dropped into the lower bracket, they went on an impressive run, taking down DRX T1 and pulling off a reverse sweep against Talon. Jemkin was a key part of that run, bringing aggressive duelist play and clutch impact when it mattered most. Now, heading into Paris, Jemkin isn't getting much hype, but that's a mistake. He's one of the most mechanically gifted players in the region, and if RRQ shows up in form, Jemkin could be the one turning heads. He's quietly underrated, but ready to make noise.
But at the same point, you would give RRQ
Out true! Jonah P! You can't do it to a man, not like this!
Jonah P's been a consistent presence on G2, but until recently, he wasn't the one fans were talking about. With names like Leaf, Jogamo, Valen, and Trent in the mix, it's easy to overlook the guy doing the dirty work. For most of the season, Jonah was locked into Breach, setting up plays, flashing for teammates, and rarely getting the spotlight. That changed in Stage 2. Coach Josh RT gave him more freedom, letting him swap off Breach and onto agents that let him take fights and show off his mechanics. The result? A noticeable spike in impact. Jonup started putting up bigger numbers, clutching rounds, and becoming a real threat, not just a support piece. G2 was already a tournament favorite, but Jonah's evolution adds another layer. They didn't need more firepower, but now they've got it. And it's coming from a player who's finally getting the recognition he's earned.
That would be a good enough trade for Valen, though. Now Jonah P down long, getting wrapped around behind.
He should not be getting.
Kill for me, what is happening? Jonah P is remarkable!
Okay, yeah, he's best. He's the best.
He gets
Yeah,
3!
whatever.
He's a master of manipulation! What a clutch for Trex to take them to 12!
At number 2, we have Trex. Trex started the year on fire, helping Vitality win the EMEA kickoff, and proving he's got what it takes to perform on the big stage. But just as things were heating up, it all fell apart. Internal drama, clashing egos, whatever went down behind the scenes, it ended with Trex getting benched. A brutal twist for a player who was clearly pulling his weight. Fast forward a few months and teamliquid swoops in. They drop Serial, pick up Trex, and suddenly their roster looks scary. With Nats, Patatek, and Keiko already in the mix, Trex adds that extra layer of firepower and clutch potential. He's not just filling a role, he's elevating the whole squad. Now, heading into Champions Paris, Liquid isn't just a dark horse, they're a real threat. And Trex, he's got something to prove. He wants the world to know that Vitality's kickoff win wasn't just a team effort, it was his impact that made the difference. This is his shot to rewrite the narrative.
Trex, you're him! Playing the mind games. Trex! Final shots, Trex! You're so good! He's so good! The Broctagon! 1 versus 3!
If you've ever watched NRG play and heard the term Broctagon, you already know what's coming. Brock has turned his corner-holding, Odin-spamming antics into a full-blown fan-favorite phenomenon. The Broctagon isn't just a meme, it's a mindset. It's the place where attackers go to die, and Brock's Odin is the gatekeeper. But behind the chaos is a seriously smart player. Brock's utility usage, clutch instincts, and ability to anchor sites make him one of the most underrated pieces of NRG's puzzle. He's not just spraying through walls, he's reading the game like a book and flipping the pages before anyone else. Heading into Champions Paris, NRG's stacked roster is looking lethal, and Brock is the wild card that could tip the scales. If he locks in and the Broctagon goes online, don't be surprised if NRG bulldozes their way to the trophy, one Odin burst at a time.
just might be.
Oh my god, it's Brock. Oh my god, it's Brock.
Pinged out through the box. Everyone trying to swing the ball.
And that's the top 10 underrated players coming into Champions Paris. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.